Hi, I'm Katie Grieb, the Director of Academics and the College and Career Counselor for freshmen and sophomores at Berean. Today, I'm here to talk to you about course selection. We're coming up on the course selection time where students choose their classes for the following year. And today, I'm here to help you through that process. Prior to course selection, we recommend that you set up a time for a parent-student check-in. It's great if you spend this time going out to dinner or scheduling an ice cream date, maybe bring along a notebook, and have an honest conversation with your student about how things are going and where they're going to go for the next year. We recommend starting with prayer, always a great place to start. Ask God to help both you and your student listen for understanding of what the other person is saying and to put all of you on the same page. I found this to be really helpful as students are preparing for college, as they're thinking about their college choices, as they're looking at what classes to take in the future. Simply praying that God will give everyone the same answers and put them on the same page and to have honest conversations can be really helpful. Ask your student, how is the student doing spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically? Check in with them. What's going really well in your student's life? What's not going super well? Are there any areas where the student could use more support? Are there any areas where the student isn't needing as much support and maybe can take more responsibility? Our goal is that students are able to transition from having a lot of parent support at the beginning of high school to being able to do school on their own and owning their education by the end of high school. So as your student gets older and progresses through high school, part of being prepared for college is being able to take more and more responsibility and do school by themselves. Discuss the current academic schedule. What's happening this year? Discuss their workload. How is that being handled? Is your student taking care of getting all their homework in, staying on top of everything? Are they struggling in some areas? How are the students' current grades? Are these grades being easily earned, or is the student working hard to earn these grades? Does the student have more time to commit to homework? Do they go home and have a lot of empty time in the afternoons? Are they sitting around with nothing to do? Are they bored? Are they staying up until 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning doing homework? In that case, the student seems to be maxed out. So check in with your student. Talk to them about, are they using their time well? Can they use their time better? Are they wanting a similar schedule or workload for next year? Do they need something a little bit harder? Do they need something a little bit easier? What is the student enjoying most about school and extracurricular activities? What is the student enjoying least? Are there some things that need to be pursued more fully? Are there some things that need to be taken off the student's plate because the student isn't really benefiting from them at this time? Are the current commitments leaving time for the student to do the most important things? Are they having time to spend with God? Are they able to attend church? Do they get time with their friends and family? If their whole life is filled with school and extracurricular commitments, their plate is too full right now. Discuss what the coming year is going to look like in terms of school and outside commitments, church, youth group, athletics, performing arts, volunteering, job applications, essays, things like that. If a student is a junior preparing to be a senior in high school, they need to pay attention to college applications. They are going to have time to write their essays and do their applications. So that should be factored in as you're making choices about what classes they're going to take and what this next year is going to look like. Discuss the student's post-high school plans. Why does the student think that's the right choice for him or her? What gifts or talents does the student see that makes that a good fit? What other options is the student considering? Does the student see his or her current academics and extracurriculars making this choice possible? Are their grades good enough to do that? Are their athletics good enough to do that? Whatever that happens to be. Discuss the parent's hopes for the student post-high school. What does the parent think is the right choice for the student? And what gifts or talents does the parent see in the student that make that a good fit? What other options is the parent considering? Does the parent see the student's current academics and extracurriculars making this choice possible? Go over the schedule the student drafted with his or her college and career counselor. Read the course descriptions in the course catalog, including the prerequisites and co-requisites. If considering honors or AP courses, check out the AP Honors course homework summary chart at the end of the course catalog. Does the average amount of homework for those classes that the student's interested in taking fit into the plans your family has for the coming year? Do the courses selected help demonstrate interest and commitment to the student's passions, post-high school plans, and intended major? If a student wants to swap out courses from the drafted schedule, that's fine, but is he or she still meeting the required courses listed in the course catalog? We also have another video on graduation requirements and college and career admissions requirements, and it should meet the ones in there as well. Together, you will then complete the course selection in Family Portal, which I will go over in a few minutes. Remember to push save. And then we recommend scheduling another quality time date in a month or two to check in and continue to see how things are going. This can be an overwhelming time of year, and it's important to have honest communication. And I know setting aside time and just doing something fun can be really helpful. Okay, so here are the steps for selecting courses in Family Portal. Portal. You're going to log into Family Portal in Fax. From the menu, on the left, you're going to select Student. Then you'll select Course Request on the left. You'll read and follow all directions carefully. You'll select 7 primary courses. These are on the left column, and then at least 2 alternate courses on the right column. These all need to be courses that the student is willing to take next year. I will try to do my best to give them their primary courses, but if I cannot, I'm going to swap in alternate courses. Then you will click Save at the bottom of the page. There is no confirmation screen or email, so it's very important that you remember to do that. Please note, the course selection program is preloaded with prerequisite requirements. Therefore, it is possible they will not list courses that you are eligible to take, especially if you're a transfer student. For example, if you came in as a transfer student and it says that geometry is a prerequisite for you to take AP Pre-Calculus and you didn't take it at our school, it is not preloaded into it, and so it will not allow you to take that. Possibly. If you run into this problem, you will email me after looking at the course catalog to determine that yes, you do meet the prerequisites, and you will tell me what course you are hoping to take and what prerequisites you have already met and where you met them. And then I can load it into Fax for you. But you will go ahead and finish the rest of your courses and selecting them and hit save. So the rest of them are already loaded. Okay, let's do a demonstration of how this works. I'm here in Family Portal and I'm going to choose Student, and then I'm going to go down to Course Request. And I can see here that the course request, it gives the due date, and it says, after reviewing the course catalog available on the Berean website and linked in the course request email, please select 7 primary courses from column 1 and select at least 2 alternate courses from column 2 in your case your first choice is not available. Be sure that these are alternatives that you would be happy to take. It's important to refer to the course descriptions for prerequisite information. Make sure you are eligible or approved for a class before selecting it. If an option you wish to select is not available to you, it may be outside of your grade level, or you may not have met a prerequisite. If you believe you will be eligible for a class you cannot access in the course request portal, please email Miss Grieb, me, with an explanation and a request to override the system. She will let you know if your course request is approved, and if approved, she will add your request directly to Fax. Classes will be scheduled based upon minimum enrollment numbers and sufficient resources. After you have made your selections, be sure to click the Save button at the bottom of the page. Okay, so this sample student is currently a sophomore and is going to be a junior. So we're going to select a Bible class, Apologetics and Worldview. We're going to select an English class. I'm going to select American Literature. We're going to select History. She's going to sign up for U.S. History. And she's going to sign up for a math class. And in this case, because she has no prerequisites, this is the one that's in here. So we're just going to pick it. Let's see. So that's 4. And you know what? This student wants to do AP Psychology as well as U.S. History, and they're both listed here in the primary selection on the left. However, if you have a primary selection that you can't put a second one on the left, obviously in the same category, you can select that one on the right and put 6 primaries on the left and then 3 on the right as alternates in the alternate category. However, if you choose to do that, which is fine, send me an email so I know which of the ones sitting in the alternate side is actually a primary. So we have a Bible class, an English class, a history class, a math class. This student is going to take Spanish 1 and she's going to take a fine art. We'll do graphic arts. So we have 6 primaries on the left. We have 1 primary on the right, simply because we couldn't put it on the left. And then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put an alternate fine art. We're going to put art 1, and we're going to put another alternate, and we're going to make it a study hall. Okay, so now we have 6 primaries on the left, 1 primary on the right, the AP Psychology, and then 2 alternates on the right. And then I would hit save. Really important. And then you can see that these options are still here. Now, if you have 7 different primaries on the left, that's perfect. Do that, and then just hit the 2 alternatives over here. So if I was not interested in this, I would just change that back to here. And maybe if I don't get into Spanish, then I'm willing to take ASL, and that would be an alternate. And then I decide that I'm going to have a study hall as a primary instead, and then I would hit save. So once you have hit saved, you should be able to see all your requests there to double check that they are still there, and then you can log out. So that is how you do course selection. If you have questions, please email me. Have a great day. Thank you.